Hey people, Kate Slinky, how are we doing? So my next three videos are going to be about each individual machine of war. First we're looking at the Imperial, and then after we've got the Forge Fiend in a few days, and then obviously we've got the Biovore. They are kind of individually looked at, they're pre-recorded, they are off the marketing build, so they can change just before they're released. It's to kind of give you a bit of an insight of some gameplay, just look at the skills, and kind of just give you a bit of like how you're going to make your mind up on which way you're going to go. I'm still very undecided even after testing them all out. They each have their own kind of advantages and disadvantages in different modes of the game as well, so it's really interesting. And then after these videos are out, I'll be off for a week. I'm just having a bit of a holiday with the family, so a bit of time away. So after when I come back, I'll be back on doing more videos. So we're going to be looking at the Malleus rocket launcher in this video. And the skills are pretty half decent. I was kind of swaying more towards this one at first, but after testing out the others, you'll see I'm kind of still not sure. So here we go, let's have a look at his skills. So his kind of skill which uses the ammunition is the Malleus rocket barrage. So it marks a hex on the battlefield at the beginning of its turn, and then at the next turn, after the enemy's all done something, it unleashes the missiles. 3 missiles impact on a marked hex, and 9 missiles impact on the hexes adjacent to the target, with a maximum of 3 impacts per hex, which is pretty neat, as you'll see. But you've got to kind of remember that they are going to move after, so you kind of got to think about where you want to put it, knowing where they're going to move to. Each impact deals blast damage and all units get suppressed. Enemies within 2 hexes of friendly Astra Militarum units will take plus damage also each hit. So that's really handy if you've got one of the Imperial Guard up there close, who's going to kind of might take a bit of a blast damage, all depends on when you hit, but if you can get someone there, it's going to be extra hits. And also we've got the forward spotter, and all this is it summons a guardsman and a hex adjacent to the target friendly unit, and then the immediately takes a turn. Basically the stats will increase the better level it is, but if you've got, I don't know, if I know right up there, do you know what I mean, you can release a guardsman right up there with them, and it just takes a turn. It's great for kind of putting another target on the board. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be one shot that's taken away from your troops, so that can be kind of work well in your favour in certain modes. So the kind of levelling up, I've kind of done them to show at level 10 of the skills, a level 30 the skills, and a level 49 just for the last kind of skill to legendary. And as you can see, I'm kind of behind that one there. The rewards, I'm going to say the actual materials ain't too bad. I haven't got that many materials, just remember this is just the marketing build, so a lot of it is, you can see, it's just one of, which ain't too bad. It's going to be these special canisters that you need to kind of look at. They're going to be the ones that you really have to kind of build up to increase the skills, and we don't kind of know what we get in as such for the event. We'll know more of that soon, so it all depends on how well you do on that, to how much you can kind of save up and kind of increase. But as everything in the game, it's a grind. I mean, don't expect to kind of max out your machine of war straight off. It's going to be a grind like characters, but it's a fairly easier grind than characters. You've just got to get them canisters, some badges to be used as well, not as many as like kind of you normally would use. Obviously the higher up it goes, the more badges you need, but even if you look at level 49 to 50, it's only 10 badges each, and level 30 it's only 1, so it could be a lot worse. As for the kind of increasing in its level, that's kind of similar to characters as such, and you can see that it's going to be using also the orbs as well. So again, you've got to kind of think about what kind of surplus you might have, to how quick you want to kind of rank these up, or you're going to be working on them once you've got all them canisters. You're going to be kind of grinding, making sure you're getting all the orbs and the badges for that faction. But yeah, fairly straightforward. like I say, you've got to just do the skills. Again, you might want to kind of concentrate more on the one skill than the other. Do you know what I mean? Again, it all depends on how you play the game and where you want to play the game. So next we're going to have a kind of look at them in action. So I'm going to pause it straight off first, just to show that the first kind of round it is not able to do anything. You've got to wait 1 round for using the ammunition and then 2 rounds to use the passive. So you can't use it on the first round, just bear that in mind. It's just a quick little PvP here in kind of like an arena type kind of scenario, just to show it in action and just what damage it can do. So we've kind of moved the enemy. We're going to skip goes a bit here. You can see there you can get to pick anywhere on the board to do the barrage. I've kind of picked there in the middle. We're going to go straight in, bang. And we're doing some decent damage there on Ulf and on the new guy. His name's just past Mirask, is it? Just completely lost my memory there. And then we can kind of moved in. There we go. There's the passive there. Again, we skipped a few turns to just show sending off the guardsman from Reavers. And then he can just go in and take a turn. And again, it's a distraction. So straight away, the enemy has got that distraction there. It's going to carry on. It's going to go in there, kill. So that's a turn of theirs used, just purely using the passive. So it's really great for that. We're going to go again for the barrage. Going to go there by Calgard. Next to Calgard, you can see the smoke. All bunched together. They wouldn't happily likely do that in a normal world, but you can just see the damage it's taken. And then they get to move again. I'm going to skip through a few goes, just keep showing you the damage. Like I say, in a normal scenario, they'll be moving about, they'll be attacking you. Your line will kind of be pushing, so you can kind of use it in different ways. This is purely to just see it in action. Again, we're going to push them all forward. I'm not going to move. We're going to skip a few goes, and then we're going to go straight in for the barrage. Right smack bang in the middle. You can see on Rask, going in for the damage. Bam, and that was pretty decent hit there. 3 overkills, and then we're jumping straight now into the boss just to see it in action. I've kind of used it just as an example on the avatar, just purely for the neuro team, because it's got that suppressed action. It fits so well, building up them neuro parasites, because every time it's going to be barraging, you're going to be putting another neuro parasite on the avatar. So if you've got a really great built neuro team, it's going to be ideal for kind of like ranking up quickly, getting them neuro parasites in. You can see just normal movement now, just surrounding the flames, as they call it. Building that neuro parasites up. And then we're going to go for the barrage. You can see the barrage there is in the middle. Like I say though, you've got to bear in mind that he moves. So you can see in a minute, the avatar will do his go, and then he'll do his movement, and he can move out this guy. So luckily he just moves just there, the barrage gets him, and does some nice decent hits, and then you can see the neuroparasite. So it's all about making sure you kind of pick the right hex, knowing they're going to move there. I don't know if the AI will kind of take that into consideration. You'd like to think it might. So you've got that to bear with as well. There's the big horrible strike that he does. Again, he just moved just next to the other barrage. And we didn't get any damage that time, but we've got a neuroparasite. So again, it's better than nothing. Not kind of in the right place there from the neurophobe. I could do the guards on this, but I think it's just better off just to keep them barraging. There we go again. Just got one of them clicked off there. Again, he moved quite a lot. And then last turn now. Moves out the way the barrage. We're just going to clip in there. There we go. Just a bit more extra damage. So as you can see, it's all about, as I keep saying, that targeting that right hex. I think he works well with this boss. He'll work well with kind of other bosses where you use a neuro team, just purely to build up to suppressed fire to add them neuro parasites. Big thing with this, you've got to bear in mind have him moving and any other target moving. I think after looking at some of the other ones, there's kind of different ways you could use the other ones against the bosses. We'll go more in videos, but so far, yeah, he's got some skills, this guy. I do think he's going to have to be kind of ranked up enough to do some decent damage, but yeah, I like how he can kind of, in the PvP kind of environment, in arena and that, he can kind of probably cause you to move around. Once you see that smoke in that one place, you're going to move your team. So you kind of play it for your advantage, or just use the guards if you haven't got any ammunition. Just again for more extra targets on the board. If you've got someone like Yarrick, do you know what I mean? You're going to be kind of swarming the board with more guards. So you can do quite well in different places. But there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this the first one that you spring to mind that you'd like to kind of go first, or do you like the look of the other ones? Please let me know in the comments below. If this was helpful for you, please don't forget to check out some of my videos and also hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Take care. Bye bye.